financial security. So through all the pain that I knew was something that many people go through, I was relieved of certain burdens. And when people are complaining and doing their hard luck story, maybe they should think about the things that they do have.
If you're looking for fast love, better in your eyes. It's more than love, had some bad love. So fast love is all that I got on my mind.
Everybody knows, and you did an interview on CNN. You had a recent episode in your life where you were caught in a compromising situation, to say the least. You came out and you spoke openly. And I watched that interview, and I was so charmed by the fact that I felt that you really were not in the mood to play a game. You didn't want to hide anything. I didn't feel that anybody had coached you before.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I just felt that you felt the need to say, I did this.
Well, it was the need to come out and say, so what? I mean, when you've just been through, and I literally I was literally weeks beyond probably the most scary point in my life, which was about 5 or 6 months after my mother died. I finally let it sink in, and I'd worked very hard. I was total cliche, total stereotypical, even though I thought I was prepared for it because I'd just been through it. Having been arrested in that situation, I just thought, what's the point in trying to hide anything? And I also believe that honesty is the best policy. I've been very, very honest in my life and in my relationships. I didn't feel that I was lying to the casual, Sun reader or whatever by not giving them my sexuality. I was the thing that I felt was a cause more than anything was just the issue of privacy. And of course I'm one of these people that's been around for a while, so I've seen how much worse it's got in the last 10 years. I've seen, well, it's 15, 16 years for me, but in the last 10 years of life I've realised that this whole media thing is getting out of control. So I became a bit like a dog with a bone, and they had the other end, and I was like this. But once it was gone, once I let go, I realised how much energy that took.
Let's go outside in the sunshine. I know you want to, but you can't say yes. In the moonshine, take me to the places that I love.
I put as much humour into that video as I possibly can, but let's face it, the reason for the scandal was not me getting my dick out. It was not the fact that there was a police officer anywhere near. It was not any of these things. What it was, the big deal was that it was it was some gay sex scandal. If I'd been caught shagging in the middle of Oxford Street with some girl, it would be a great story for a day. And that would be that.
Do you think that you have chosen to learn what you have learned, or that life has made you learn what you have learned?
I think life presents us with lessons the whole time, and some of them are very painful. I mean, one of the lines in You've Been Loved is and what we have to learn we rarely choose, because we don't choose what we're going to learn. We don't think, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take bereavement now, I'm going to study, or I'm going to study sex scandal. They just happen. These things happen to us, and you either see the possibilities within the lesson. You either see I'm someone who can take any situation and find the positive element in it and just chase that bit.
Were you always able to do that then?
It's just my character. It's just my character.
You recognized that about yourself early on?
Yeah.
Did you realize?
Yeah, but I only really truly appreciated it when things kept happening.
5 o'clock in the morning, you ain't home. Can't help thinking that's strange.
When you see the greatest stuff of George Michael, are you ever afraid that you've written your greatest stuff, that it's already, your biggest hit has already been written?
Not really, no. No, I think like any writer, you're always afraid that your inspiration is going to stop someday, and for many artists it does, and I'm sure, well, not necessarily, it depends how well you protect it. I think that I've probably got much better songs to write. But I think the day that you don't believe you can write any better songs is the day you should stop, really.